There we go. Howdy, Rageaholic fans. Dasbroom back. Welcome back to Civilizations Beyond Earth with the Rising Tides expansion. Hello. And already it looks like people don't like us. However, it looks like I need to fix my volume levels here in a minute. Give me one quick moment. Turn my in-game volumes down a little bit. Alright, that should be good. Alright, yay, and the general is now mad at us. For no readily apparent reason, other than the fact to just be mad at us. So where we had left off last time, I had started off some new cities. We were exploring through the different stuff of this new expansion. And seeing where all we could go with it. Figuring out that I'm kind of on the losing side with this faction as it stands. Because of the fact that I cannot expand my town borders like everybody else can. Ooh, we can get that. So I'm having to buy up tiles or actually purchase or actually move my cities. In which case both kind of puts me at an offshoot. Or a downgrade, I should say.
Venez, mettez-vous à l'aise. Franco-Iberia vous accueille chaleureusement.
And there is Elodie from the French. If I pronounced that right. We have 3 cities now, which include Das Pan, our capital of Dasbroom, and our new city that we had just finished off the last video, was Das Mom. So we're in here to see what all the planet is up to see what new ways of decimating me it is coming up with. And try to keep all my allies happy with me. In which case, looks like I'm failing with the general. Oh look, looks like the ARC is expanding this way now. I love the music of this expansion. At the moment, it's just controlling my units and telling them where to go as we explore different stuff. I have to explore all of this area around me. Hello. She is also one of the new factions. She's a new, primarily land-based faction. They are heavily into, like, keeping stuff as pure as possible. Everything has to be Earth-based, or that's as far as the storyline goes with her. All the as you can see, the unique character trait that she has, all of the city developments are increased based off of what you can, however many levels you have in it.
شعب أرض الفلاح يحييكم باسم.
Oh. Apparently I X'd out of that instead of saying okay. Wow. She really wants that hydrocoral gone, doesn't she? She's going to town on that. Hello! There it goes. That didn't last long. Looks like I'm going to be making more naval units with my capital once it finishes production. Yay, free level up with affinity. Ooh, and a new artifact. Superposition. Uncollapsed, uncertain quantum state. Nice. When viewed, the superposition resembles a layered fractal object. Now, because of the fact this game isn't for everybody, I don't want to do too many of these videos if you guys don't find this appealing at all. Mainly with these videos, it's more informative. It's a lot less of my creativity and more of a, hey, this is how the game functions, or as far as what I've found out with it. I think we were going with purity.
Every day I think of Earth.
Ooh, +1
because
culture
a
per
word
level
or
of harmony or
phrase
purity.
evokes a
Nice.
lesson I learned long ago and
Sweet.
gets me what I
And
need.
it gives us more combat strength against aliens. Nice. So if you have any questions about this, leave me a note down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to help you with that. This game is a lot of fun. I enjoy sitting down here and just numbing my mind for a period of time, just sitting here and playing through it and seeing what all I can do as far as tweaking my faction, so to speak, with all the different individual bonuses that you can give.
Yet?
The general is still not happy with me. Neither is she, apparently. So now we have three artifacts now. So what we can do is we can throw these two up. And what will happen if we throw the third one up? Alright, Tesseract targeting. Cities can now bombard through terrain obstacles. In which case, I don't really have any terrain obstacles. So I actually won't do that. Because of the fact I won't actually get any bonuses from that. So there's no point in me going off and doing that. Hello. Explorer was killed by Miasma. Awesome. Way to go to us. Way to go. Well, at least I found her now. Geothermal, geothermal. Got some xenomass there. Yay! We now have a gunner there. Ooh, sweet. I can build that. Alright, now that you've been sitting there for a little while. Thank you. Oh yeah, I have a lot of capital buildup now. I'll probably move you up there. If I remember correctly, there were aliens down there. I don't want to go there. However, there is ruins to be investigated over there. Seriously? I am an idiot when it comes to keeping track of my units. Do not lose sight of your explorers. So the only explorer I have left is this one. Awesome. Oh, Das Brim's already almost done with that now. Sweet.
저와 협력하신다면 큰 힘이 될 것입니다.
Even though next turn it's gonna go anyway. Going to go away anyway, because he's down to -1 capital per turn. Speaking of which, we can upgrade. So, I have my character, my political, my industrialist. Let's go with our military next, because of the fact I need to bump that up. So what I will do is, because of the fact that my cities are pretty much exposed right now. Ooh, city plots are 20% cheaper. Yes, please. It was either going with that or going with the combat strength, or the combat strength is increased per population. I think I'll do that because right now I'm expanding the borders of my cities by buying them up. So I will do it that way. Now what we can do is we can go over here to our Browse All Potential Agreements. And this is everything that is now available from these guys. I can't do anything with him because of the fact that he's currently sanctioned with me right now, so he's actually shooting himself in the foot. So what we can do is, I have 27 energy per turn. So I'm gonna make her happy by actually making an agreement with her. It looks like she's siding with the general already because of the fact she already has 3 agreements with him. So I have enough capital. I have enough capital left over that I can upgrade one of these. So let's upgrade the combative strength. And we shall increase production. And that audio still needs to come down, doesn't it? Audio. Sorry, I'm comparing it with my audio bar over there on my recording. I think we're good there. Alright. Because while the soundtrack is amazing and awesome and epic sounding, it gets a little annoying. Because it gets deafening. Alright, I can't do anything with geothermal yet. However, I can get that xenomass then.
Maui and Hina,
Yes!
having seen all the oceans of Earth,
Alright,
raised
so
their
now
eyes
we'll
to
get
new
more
oceans
capital.
where they still sail.
Plus, there above the window, all of the faction leaders are telling me what they think about it now. In which case, some of them will think it's good, most of them will think it's bad. Ooh, I should build a city over there. That's a lot of good natural resources. Alright, I need to position you back over here. Because as soon as my capital finishes with the building that they're building at the moment, I'm just going to start pumping out explorers and naval units from there. Because of the fact everybody's harping on me about the status of my military. That means if I do that for too long, they're going to actually declare war on me. So I need to start building everything up. Oh, looks like she just declared war on... Alright, so she... Nope, that's the general. My bad. She just declared war on him. So that should prove to be interesting. Alright, I need to start making defensive units. The really cool thing is my capital has a high amount of
Or does the
production.
dance of life change your step?
My capital has a high amount of production, so I'll be able to pump stuff out relatively quickly. The only issue is the more turns I spend pumping out military units, that's more turns that's wasted on my part for not actually building cities that would better, or buildings that would better help my cities. And it looks like everybody pretty much went naval on this game. Alright, so we'll give explorer units additional expeditions, that way we don't have to keep sending them back to my cities. Though I need actual explorer units. Yes, 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 I have so many cities. Where's that gunner? Oh, the gunner goes there. That ship will now be on alert status. Just so I have... it's only 2 ships, but I at least have a naval fleet that's sticking near my cities now that will be defensive. Das Mob. Alright, now it seems like the AI is getting antsy. They're going to start declaring war on each other. Because it looks like the French just declared war on the Russians. That minor power was wiped out. Oh, speaking of being wiped out. Oh, I'm still trading back and forth with them. Oh, that's good. That's good. Because usually what happens is that, because of how my memory is, I usually forget that I have trade routes going. Until it's like I go back late game, it's like, where are my trade routes? And then I realize everything was destroyed by the aliens. Alright, I don't want to go over there. So we'll actually come down here. Looks like we got a new artifact. Alright, so +5 city strength. Or +1 orbital strike range. Let's go with the city strength. Now, let's see what we can do with this. Pristine... What is that? A pristine atomic tessellator. Alien manufacturing tool used to manipulate matter at an atomic level. This device creates objects of any desired shape from any desired material. However, the knowledge required to operate it has been lost to time. Gives us +96 production. +90 energy. Alright, building unlocked. +10% yields when at war. +100% expedition speed. Yes, please. Wait, only +48 production. Alright. So we'll do that. So now, that's an automatic passive thing. With all of my expeditions, now everything is sped up 100%. So that means, theoretically, it means more more artifacts faster. Oops, agent was detected, but I failed siphoning energy. I have a quest that I need to actually siphon research from him, but I need to raise up the alert level of the city in order for me to do that. So in order to do that, I need to do more spy missions in order to raise up their alert level. I think that's how that works. There's a lot of alien nests over there. Where'd you go? There you are. Wow. You have a really fast production speed now. Alright. So, I'm gonna build 2 more naval units. Just so I have a defensive strength going right now. There's land down there. Oh, hello. Alright, looks like everybody's up this way, so I'm gonna send them up here. I said I would make another one. Probably gonna put that one on automated next. Hello. Somebody got veterans. Yes. All right. I destroyed the Kraken thing apparently. And that one gained veterancy status. Nice. Alright, alright, alright. We are getting somewhere. Slowly but surely, we are getting somewhere. Alright, so we have an explorer here. Let's send him up this way. Because I don't think there are many factions up that way. Or at least not in that immediate area. Looks like the Russians...
If the personality traits you currently have don't seem as useful anymore.
Go away. Whoa! Okay, because of the fact I destroyed 3 of the aliens, I completed a quest, which gave me additional affinity towards harmony, plus all current alien nests are now available for me. Cool. That is a lot of alien nests. Alright. I'm going to place you out here on alert status. You need to anchor until you are healed. Build an explorer for you, that way I can send you out and continue to find new stuff. Speaking of which. Alright, so the next unit I'm probably going to use my resources and purchase will be a... Actually, I'm going to put my unit on alert status there. That way nothing happens to it. Will be a trade unit, because I think Das Pan has trade routes available to it right now.
저와 협력하신다면 큰 힘이 될 것입니다.
Thank you. Oh yeah, now I can upgrade this, so we'll get additional health. Alright, so now I'm getting 3 health per agreement that I make. So now I have 1 of each. It looks like my character is changing now because of the fact that he now has affinity of 4 in each. This appearance will actually start changing, which is really cool that they added that effect. And you can get your characters to look very nice. They look sweet. Oh, man. Yeah, I was right. There were alien stuff. Alright, so now that I've actually built up a naval fleet, people are actually congratulating me for the strength of my navy. So that's good. That's good. They'll start leaving me alone on that front now. Alright, so we'll build that. Alright, you're on alert status.
As Adam Smith said, trade
Now,
is the lifeblood of
because
nations.
of the fact that my respect level with the ARC is at its max level of 9, the AI is now proposing that we go up to the cooperating status. And what that does is, based off of any agreements that I have with her, I'll get additional bonuses from that, and vice versa. Also, it grants more agreements. Like, there's a lot more now that we can actually go and make. Unfortunately, the downside of it is that, depending on which faction you actually make friends with, everybody will either like you for it or hate you for it. So, there's a balancing factor. You can't keep everybody happy, unfortunately. Unfortunately, there are a lot of aliens down there, so I don't think that explorer is going to be able to get those resources anytime soon. Which do I need more right now? Do I need energy or do I need... let's give you a farm. We'll make you go into production. So what will happen with that city down there? Like, so far, I've just been buying up tiles as we go along because of the fact it's cheaper for me because I went into that personality trait. So I'm buying up these resources because each one gives us an individual new bonuses. Yay! Now she's congratulating me on my military. Excellent. Most excellent. Now I don't have to worry about her declaring war on me now. Alright, so what I'm going to do with this... my capital city... you know what? Let's make a cutter unit, and I'm just going to put them on automated. That way they'll go out and explore. Now, with this quest decision, what we can do is we can immediately gain 1,000 energy, which I'm alright on the energy front. I'm not the best, but I'm alright at it. But because of the fact I'm going into Harmony, I'm going to go out and explore for xenomass wells. So the more xenomass wells I have, the more energy and the more production I'm going to get from them. So I'm going to go with that. And that will actually give me a greater payout than the short-term payout of 1,000 credits. And now the ARC has declared war on that dude up there. So he is really, really on the low side. Now, this is interesting. They made peace, but then they declared war again. Very interesting. I'm not going to be able to get down here to either of those because of the fact that my explorers don't have that much combat strength. Alright, so that's only 80. So we'll buy up that. That's 85, so we'll buy up that. That enables us to actually work those tiles. See, even though I own these tiles, I don't have the population nor to actually put people in there. So it's a balancing act of waiting. If I'm going to sit here and I'm going to purchase the tiles, I need to sit here and I need to wait until I have the population in order to actually be able to work those tiles. Alright, I'm going to set you guys on automation. Alright, I'm actually going to do that. That way I can protect that one city that I'm trading with at the moment. Alright, so plus 10% production for orbital units, or plus 1 orbital coverage. We're gonna go with plus 1. Right now, I can actually set out satellites pretty far out there. That's the end of the edge of the map there. So I can actually start putting satellites over this. Oh, she took over one of his cities. That little symbol there signifies that it's a puppet city. In which case, that city used to belong to somebody else, and now it's hers. In which case, now she has a pretty good foothold to the north of me now, which could be detrimental later on.
Maid of
Ah,
God,
crap.
I'm grateful for the opportunity to come here. And I'm grateful that we are living up to the expectations of the people.
I lost that explorer because it was bombarded by that Manticore unit. Well then, I know what Das Broom is going to be making. Alright, so what this Station Sentinel does is it's a little orbital unit that sits on top of that city. And what will happen is, because of the fact that that's a minor power, now other factions that actually go to there will know that I'm trading with that city, and they won't attack it. Theoretically, that's what happens. However, I've been proven wrong before with my games, so we'll see what happens. Also, that just signifies that that minor power, it won't disappear because of the base being abandoned for whatever purposes.
Le commerce fonctionne quand on comprend l'autre.
Or I should say, under circumstances. Alright, build Explorer. Make a rocket battery. Alright, so do I want to open an educational branch with the Gene Garden, which will grant me an additional +4 energy from that building? Or do I want to get more colony health? Which they already grant me colony health, so I'm going to actually go with the +4 energy. That way I don't have to worry about the actual maintenance cost of those buildings. Because while it's good to make buildings in your cities to grant you additional bonuses for the game and whatnot, each building you construct costs you energy resources. And it becomes a giant pain in the butt after a while if you don't have the energy draw per turn in order to alleviate that. Foreign cities. I don't have very strong trade with foreign cities right now. I don't even need to worry about that because I purchase. So let's go with the plus 0.5 health for every trade unit. Yes, my colony health is now at a positive 19. So I get additional production in my cities. Whenever hostile spies try and do stuff in my cities, their missions actually get a minus 18% intrigue level from those. Plus, I get an additional 4% science per turn. So that'll help a lot. Let's send you there because that manticore is up there. Wow. Aliens are not happy with this time around, are they? Alright, so in 2 turns, I'll actually be able to construct geothermal wells, which will help out here. I need to still work that. However, oh, I don't have Phyrexite mining yet. However, I can purchase that. Alright, now. It's going to be 2 turns till I can make that, which will be a new building that I can build in my capital. So I'm just going to put him as building explorers for right now. That way I can pump explorers out, research more of the map. Decimate the alien units a little bit. Yeah, I think we're doing good now. We were off to a shaky start, but we're doing better now. Alright, can't do anything about that.
لدينا بعض الخبرة في التجارة.
Now, because of the fact I raised up my respect level with her by building up that military, now she wants to actually start cooperating with me. So I'll do it. Because of the fact I have that agreement with her now. The agreement with her now reduces the energy maintenance for my military units by an additional 15% now. So if we go over here to our browse potential agreements, I have 29 capital resources per turn to work with. However, I kind of want to have an agreement with pretty much everybody to try and alleviate them not declaring war on me so much. So I need to do everybody except for Chung Su and Alfala. So let's check out ARC. We can recover damage faster. I haven't been damaged much. Not sure what that one does. However, I like the idea of that one. Excellent. Alright. I still have 400 capital, so I can try this again. So now let's go with the French. I'm still getting 20 capital per turn. Production costs for city buildings that produce culture are reduced by 15%. Let's go with that. Alright. Now, because of my personality trait where I gain 3 health for every agreement that I initiated, now my colony health is at a positive 22%. So my science is now increased up to an additional 7%. All intrigue is reduced by 24%. My production is increased, and my culture is now increased. So, it definitely pays off in this expansion. It definitely really pays off to keep your colony health as high as it will go, just because of all the bonuses that you will then get. Let's go down here. I'm getting 64 energy per turn now. Nice. Oop. Alright, that solar collection panel is going to crash, which is fine because I got that for free. It looks like the Russian general has now declared war on the ARC.
As Adam Smith said,
Alright, so we're gonna
trade
get...
is the lifeblood of nations.
Okay. Alright, so we're going to get an additional capital per turn. We're going to get 9. Because of the fact we're currently cooperating for her, it's just going to stay the same, where specialist citizens consume no food. Some of them change. Most of them don't. Oh, here we go. Black markets has increased to +8. Okay. Alright. The capital is going to build that building now. Agent was undetected, but I failed yet again. That's annoying. You're still going to go defensive. Because of the fact in this game now, what they've done is when you put your units as either fortify and fortify to heal, they get a defensive bonus whenever they're attacked. So I find my units do a lot better when I put them in their defensive fortification mode rather than just all out attacking. But hey, that's what I do. Depending on the faction that you go with, there could be several bonuses that your actual faction gets. Like I think it's with the general. His faction actually gets bonuses when they go out and attack things. Whereas my faction right now is primarily centered around just building naval cities and all the bonuses that are entailed from that. So once again, my capital is now caught up on the buildings.
If the personality traits you currently...
Hello. Quest received. Return to sender. Yes, the local government erect a monument to Earth in one of its cities. Build 2 old Earth relic buildings. I already built 2, so that quest is automatically done. Now I just need to launch one of any orbital unit. That way, this lonely settler can contact home again. That shouldn't be too difficult. I'll just have my capital build another one of those colony protectors. As soon as I can find one of those little minor powers that still exist yet. The only issue that with playing single player of this game is that the AI kind of goes berserk over the minor powers, and they completely wipe them out. Wiped them out. All of them. Alright, so that's the only orbital unit that we can make. However, I can only launch that within my immediate orbital area. And there is no minor power within that area other than Farbase 1, which already has one of those cruising over top of him. So, just go back to making naval units, I guess. Can I make submarines yet? No. Okay. Wow, you're set now too. Nice. Alright, get out of that view. Alright, Das Mop. Yeah, you can make a trade convoy. Yay! Alright, so now we can open up trade. There is no new minor powers that we can trade with. Oh, something new in this game. I'm not sure if I mentioned this or not before. When you trade with internationally with other factions, you actually trade your strategic resources, which can get really annoying late game when you're trying to build buildings or units that require those strategic resources, and they are not there. Because the trade routes that you had that were pulling those in from other nations are then gone or disappear or not renewed. So I tend to avoid that, and I just go with my trade inside my colony. It seems a little bit counterintuitive, but I don't have to worry about losing those resources then if they declare war on me, or they decide they're just not going to renew the trade route with me. Alright, so I think we have enough explorers now to go around finding new stuff. So what I'm actually going to do is, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to build another city. Because of the fact that my colony health is really, really nice right now. So I'm going to build another city. I just got to find a right spot for it near my current cities. So, have you work on making colonists? Have you work on making a cruiser? Alright. So...
Robots do not...
There was a spot right there. So what we can do is we can either build a city up here, which will give us some xenomass. It'll give us some float stone. Oh, that's new. Your colony can only support 22 units. You are over that limit by 2, which decreases production in your cities by 20%. Good thing my colony health give me additional 20%. That's interesting. I did not know that. Alright. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to build a city out here. Because there's a lot of Pyrosite. And there's a little Xenomass, there's a little Petroleum, but it's mostly Pyrosite. I'm going to do that. That's interesting. I've never run into that issue before. Or I should say, that's the first time I've seen that message. I probably ran into that before and never realized it. That's interesting. Alright, I need... Oh. Petroleum would help. That would give us submarines. What I also need is, I need more orbital units. So I will go up that way. Ooh, +2 production from coast terrain worked by this city. Nice! Like, most of this stuff, because I played the game before, I just never really looked, like, really far in depth as to what each thing did. So this is interesting. Actually going through and reading in depth what each technology does now. Alright, so let's build you 8 Firesight from that one little hex. Oh, crud. Alright, let's go there. My colonies can now support 23 units, and I'm still over that by 2. Now, with what that entails... Okay, yeah. What that entails, because of the fact that with all of my explorers, with all of my naval units, with all of my worker units, all of that goes over my support structure. So I need to figure out...
큰 힘이 될 것입니다.
I need to figure out what that's driven by. Wow, he really fears me. That's not good. Oh, he only has one city. He has only one city, and people are declaring war on him left and right. And I'm the one faction that's just sitting here going, why are you guys attacking him? Oh, I'll actually get additional production from that one. Cool. Doo-doo-doo. Alright, what that expedition did is gave us additional research points toward the beginnings of artificial evolution. So once I actually get up to that technology, I'm now once again over my support structure. Once I get up to that, being able to research that technology, that'll speed it up. Alright, now the general has actually declared war on Arisha. So what I thought was them being allies is now actually proving out to be false. There's a siege worm there, so I'm probably going to lose that explorer. Ooh, 104 culture. Nice.
If you're going to rejigger an organism's genotype, you should give it the courtesy of reading its manual first.
That's cool. That flavor text is awesome. Rejigger. That's a cool word. Das Broom can now support a new trade route. Excellent. You are out here by yourself, little explorer. Where are you going? You're going there. Hey, look, there's another city there. Yay! Additional production. Just what I need. More production to go nowhere. However, I got more culture from another crashed satellite. So, plus 25% more yields from your trade routes to your own cities. That'll be nice. Trade routes with stations, which I have 1 or 2. 2? 2. Grant plus 6 energy per station tier. Let's go with that, so we get additional energy per turn. The general is really upset with me right now because of the fact I'm going in a completely different affinity direction than he is. I'm actually going to send that explorer onto land and explore this landmass. Alright, 2 of you made peace. Alright. You're going to work on that. Wow, my energy just exploded. Yay. Alright, anyway, I'm going to leave this video here. I think it's gone on a little bit longer than enough, but I've toned it down a little bit just because I think the last video that I had a lot of information that was out there about the how the new DLC works, the new expansion, however you want to put it. So this time around, it's more just laid back, informing, but it's explaining as we go instead of throwing all the information out there, all the information at you guys all at once. So if you do like this game, let me know if I should still continue this or not. I still want to play this. I really enjoy this game. I enjoy playing it on my off time. Gives me a chance to just sit here, relax, chill for a bit. She is not happy that I just expanded there. Oops. Well, this could prove to be interesting. There's a city there somewhere. So anyway, if you liked what I'm doing here, if you like these videos, how they're informing you about the expansion, if they've changed your mind at all, let me know in the comments below, and I'll continue doing these. Like I said, this game is a lot of fun, and this expansion is a lot of fun too. I like this game because of the fact it takes Civilization 5 and it boils it down. It makes it, to me at least, it makes it more simplistic. Because with Civilization 5, if you go out and you get like all the DLC and all the expansions for that, it complicates everything to like the nth degree. And with Beyond Earth, it boils everything down to what I think the game should be. You managing your resources, talking with the other factions, creating trade agreements. You get to actually customize the direction you want your new faction to go in. Because of the fact you're here on this alien planet. You are seeding the planet for future development, so to speak. But anyway, thank you for joining me today. As always, my name is Das Broom. Remember, it is alright to get mad and smash stuff, but keep it in the game, alright? And while you're at it, welcome to our virtual couch of gaming with friends. Woo! Bye, guys!